Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, my friends. Today it is Star Trek Lower Decks Season 3, Episode 7, A Mathematically Perfect Redemption. Again, what are we going to say? These titles could mean everything or they could mean nothing. This is Lower Decks, so I know what to expect. I can expect some ha-has and hee-hees, and I can also expect the unexpected, which is normally a emotional gut punch or a haymaker that lays me out and makes me cry for the rest of the day. But who knows? I mean, we could get all those things. I can't wait, my friends. If you do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and you too will be alerted the next time we go live on YouTube with any Star Trek, Lower Decks, the original series, The Expanse, any of our sci-fi offerings, you'll be made aware. And of course, if you'd like any of those early or in their full-length formats, the link to the Patreon, it's in the description. And so, my friends, without any further ado, it is time for us to boldly go again into the Star Trek Lower Decks universe to see exactly what shenanigans the Cerritos and her Lower Decks crew are up to. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go. Coarse language and violence. I don't know if I can watch this. Oh, I love Star Trek. I love it so much. Ever so much more. Oh, previously on. Oh, this is the end of season 1.
You can travel with a program safely stored in her hard drive.
Peanut hamper!
Oh, fuck Peanut Hamper.
I'm just going to beam myself out of this whole stitch. Sucks to be organic. Enjoy having all your guts flying out or whatever.
Fuck Peanut Hamper. I hope you...
Hey! Over here! Help! Help!
Oh, well, it sucks to be inorganic, Peanut Hamper.
They forget to scan for non-organic life, but that'll never happen.
Good. Fuck you. Did you piss off your dad now? I'm not going to feel sorry for this inorganic thing at all. You can the dramatic music, the sadness and the loneliness. I am Teflon. I mean, is there a way to make this worse? Is there an option I can pick to make this worse for Peanut Hamper? Oh, there's Rutherford's original implant.
It was my first day. They expect me to sacrifice myself on day one?
Okay, so is this an origin story, villain origin story?
I scraped up enough dilithium to juice it to warp factor 0.02, maybe 0.03 if we're lucky. Don't give me that look.
Is this Peanut Hamper's Wilson?
Body scavengers! Sorry, Soph. Only room for one. Okay, here we go.
That basically shows you everything you need to know about Peanut Hamper. I hate that thing. I hate it.
Sophia, no.
I was super emotionally spun up when they decided not to do anything.
Wow, stare much? I don't know you, sir. You're being very creepy.
I am Kaltoris of Arior.
Arior.
Okay, sure. Just keep doing whatever you were doing and get to the left side, too. Yes.
Oh boy. I'm hoping this civilization seems advanced enough that there's not like a deity type of situation.
Morning, Scaff.
Call it android intuition, but
I wonder if that's a bad guy.
Oh, wow. A dirty stick. That's special. Thanks so much.
I hate Peanut Hamper.
I say we cut her open and release the tiny witch that runs it!
This is my son, Rauda. While you are here, he will show you our ways and be your guide.
He and Ransom are going to have an ab off.
As your will, it shall be done.
God, don't turn your back on Peanut Hamper.
Let us continue. I want to show off our well.
Wow, well, cool.
I hate Peanut Hamper. Ugh.
Every animal on this planet have wings?
Of course they do.
Of course they do. That's not the use in this quadrant, FYI.
I hate Peanut Hamper.
Watch where you put those claws.
Sky Snake.
A sky snake?
You know, my universal trait much smart.
I hate Peanut Hamper.
He was bitten by a sky snake.
Father.
It is the Great Circle.
All right, you're being a big baby.
No one has ever survived a sky snake attack. Death will be swift. And when...
Okay,
Father!
so Peanut Hamper is going to change the course of break every prime directive possible here, right? Application possible.
Feathers, don't touch me. Oh, now you know my name. Okay, hold still. I said hold still, damn it.
You know. You know what I'm going to say. I'm not happy about a Peanut Hamper specific episode either. Unless this ends with Peanut Hamper going in a volcano, I'm already disappointed.
You know, for a backwards planet in the middle of nowhere, it really is beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Nope. This Disney movie horse shit is not going to play with me.
You scare the living shit out of me. Never do that again.
Oh,
Favorite place to hide.
Hide? What would you ever need to hide from?
responsibility.
Growing up, all my dad wanted me to do was stay with him and the other exocomps.
That's exocomp, that's right.
But now I can imagine a life in one place. Here, with you.
I hope you get ripped away from this place, Peanut Hamper. Fuck you!
But how will we...
We're just gonna have to wing it.
What?
I never thought I could feel this alive.
Oh my god. Everybody.
Come, there's something I must show you.
He has a lot to show. This is the ancient place that'll have things that Peanut Hamper can use against you.
Our village has been blessed by your presence.
My Starfleet medical training improved their lives, okay? Not me.
Listen to Peanut Hamper. She's an asshole.
But now I see that organic life is special because it's fragile, not in spite of it.
Oh boy. And the winner for least favorite Lower Decks episode is... Oh, we've had seasons pass.
Friends, family, feathered acquaintances.
Oh, for God's sakes.
I was afraid. Not only because you were the literal embodiment of everything I was taught to fear, but...
The beak shit is ridiculous too.
They were the ones who were trying to take me from that debris field. They must have tracked me here.
Just stay calm, my love.
This is all my fault. Don't let them take me.
So these Drukmani are going to tear ass through the, what are they called? The area or whatever they're called. All to save Peanut Hamper, who again gets people killed. Okay, so. That is a tractor beam.
This is what the ancients feared. We have brought ruin to our loved ones. And
What are you going to do, Peanut Hamper? You going to run away again? Oh, thank God.
I'd like to have a little chat with our wayward ensign.
Oh boy. All this to bring Peanut Hamper back in the fold?
Peanut, it's too dangerous.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, baby.
But you aren't even a few. You're just one.
No, I'm Starfleet.
This mathematically perfect redemption? Go fuck yourself. I don't care. I really don't. I don't forgive anything. What's going on? Cutting engines? That's...
Look!
Oh, for God's sakes.
Pretty good for a space box, huh?
You did it!
Now go face the tribunal, a court-martial.
I am Captain Carol Freeman of the starship Cerritos. Usually we're more careful with first contact.
It's all right. We all know about Starfleet.
Yes, well, you aren't supposed to.
Before I met these beautiful birds, I was selfish and thought nothing of abandoning my post to save myself. I I must return to them, if they'll have me.
Well, we'll have to write quite the report to explain it all to command, but I think we can give you another chance.
Oh, God, no. What? Meanwhile.
Captain, we have a situation. The Drukmani have transported onto the Reactor ship.
Oh, sweet. Well, the Drukmani just laid waste to that. Don't you dare hurt the...
Hail that ship! Put this through to the captain!
We received a subspace communication, an invitation that said these ships were scraps of junk for the taking, and we would be met with no resistance if we hauled them away.
Peanut hamper?
My love, is this true?
Yes.
But it was for a good cause. You guys didn't want these ships, and I needed a way to show Starfleet that I'm a hero so they would take me back.
Oh, boy.
I wasn't going to spend the rest of my very long robotic life on a freaking bird planet.
How could you?
She's awful. That's why. Hate peanut hamper. Hate. All right, Ransom. Let's redeem this episode with some cool Cerritos shit. Oh, that's an awesome shot. Oh.
How are they getting through our shields? I don't know. I'm trying to match signatures, but the shields are at 16% and falling.
16?
For the flock!
Oh, he's going in. Rauda is going in. Phew, Cerritos getting her ass handed to her. Caw-caw! Blow him up.
Come on, Captain. Let's beam out of this hole.
There is no way in hell you're coming back on my ship.
Nice.
Stop that! Don't touch me! Resistance is futile! Resistance is futile!
Oh,
Peanut hamper, is it? Oh, I must say that's a mathematically perfect name.
just keep him in the locker. Self-aware, megalomaniacal computer storage.
You guys, stop!
This is the first time I've ever been feeling this way at the end of a Lower Decks episode. Friends, we just watched Star Trek Lower Decks Season 3, Episode 7, A Mathematically Perfect Redemption. And the only thing left to do is to talk about it. All right, friends, we just watched Star Trek Lower Decks Season 3, Episode 7, A Mathematically Perfect Redemption. And guess what? I finally have my Charlie X of Lower Decks. This one sucked. I mean, no, I shouldn't say it. I mean, is it the worst thing I've ever seen? Absolutely not. Is it the worst Lower Decks episode? For me, yes. Again, Peanut Hamper is such a... it's the character equivalent of a hemorrhoid. I don't know how else to say it. It's just that that character, she is just fucking awful. And there's no redeeming qualities. It led to, my initial opinion of Peanut Hamper arrived at the season 1 finale. So in no small parts, I was watching this and I got super spun up. Thought Carol was going to die. Shax did die. So I was super upset. Rutherford got hurt, lost his memories. And I mean, if you see that reaction, I'm legitimately, I mean, I was really, really spun up because I love this show. And Peanut Hamper was a huge part of that because Peanut Hamper is a absolute asshole. Given the opportunity to go over there, probably in all likelihood undetected, and upload everything into the Packwood ship, but of course wouldn't do that because, wasn't going to risk herself, and ended up Shax and Rutherford had to go over, which led to Shax getting hurt real bad, or Shax getting killed and Rutherford getting hurt real bad. So of course, I'm just not going to forgive. I mean, can you forgive Peanut Hamper for what she did? Sure, you can. Am I? No. I'm just not going to do it. I don't have to, and I don't forgive her and I don't forget what she's done. She's awful. I knew that there was absolutely no way that she was legitimately feeling this way for the Reactor. There's just no way. There's no way. There's not that type of growth, for a character. With all that being said, would I like to see this father that she hates so much? Yes, because if there's someone out there that Peanut Hamper hates so much, I need to meet this person because chances are we'll be fast friends. But anywho, I mean, there's really, honestly, this is the first Star Trek Lower Decks where I haven't had a lot to say. I didn't think. I mean, was the episode necessary? Absolutely not. Could they be using this to set up something in the future? Absolutely. So there's the paradox in my statements, is that could this be a seed for the future? The ending certainly made it look like it was, putting her next to Agamus. There's the potential for some type of like, villainy duo, dynamic duo in the future where these two wreck shit. But again, it's a thread that they could go back to if they need to, but it doesn't necessarily speak of a definite something. All that being said, what was our end game for bringing Peanut Hamper back? I will give the writers this, and the writers I always give the biggest credit to, is that this seemed like a step that you take only if you have to. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because it's like Peanut Hamper's story is not one that was clamoring for a resolution, at least not in my mind. Now, for them to actively go back and even give us like a previously on, even give us like the contextual setup to why Peanut Hamper was where she was, speaks of a grander or broader design. It's almost like, hey, we're going to need Peanut Hamper. How do we explain getting from there to here with her? And then they realize, well, there's too much going on for us to really, we can't fit this into another. The Peanut Hamper backstory from the end of season 1 to present can't be summed up in a 5-minute kind of interlude inside or like folded into another episode. So they decided to go with a full episode. It's the only thing I can think of. It's like to get Peanut Hamper back on the board, they had to do this episode. And honestly, I don't think that, where I give the writers a lot of credit, I think they're brilliant. The writing team on Lower Decks is absolutely brilliant. The only thing I can think of with this is that they had too much to put into another episode as far as the backstory of Peanut Hamper, but they had too little for a full episode. Does that make sense? Because I think there's a lot of filler in this episode that didn't necessarily need to be there, even with 22 minutes. Like the whole love story, the whole, them like consummating it in whatever the hell way, an Arior and Exocomp? An Exocomp Ken, whatever. I mean, was that funny? I mean, I don't know. My problem is, yes, there were comedic elements throughout this episode that is the traditional norm of Lower Decks. My problem is, I hate Peanut Hamper so much that I can't get over the own bile that is collecting in me to find the humor in what is a humorous situation. Peanut Hamper is like just an absolutely unlovable creature that does funny shit. If you didn't like, if this was our first example of Peanut Hamper, I'd be like, this is hilarious. This is like, this Exocomp is, obviously a villain and, is doing all these things. The problem is we had Peanut Hamper screw over the Cerritos before. You screw over the Cerritos and you're dead to me. You're like legit dead. I don't care what, you better have the granddaddy of redemption arcs for me to even look your way again. Because if you've screwed over the Cerritos, which she did mightily, fuck you. I don't care what you had to say or do going forward. And that's about all I can say about Peanut Hamper. What I think about this episode is a mathematically perfect redemption seems to me to be a setup for something in the future, just to get Peanut Hamper back on the board. Is this something that is necessarily going to happen? I don't know. In a weird way, I think you could say that Peanut Hamper is Tendy's nemesis, even though I don't really believe that, but it is. It's like, Tendy believed in Peanut Hamper and Peanut Hamper betrayed her. And then there was kind of this animosity, organics, and then Peanut Hamper kind of besting Tendy in sickbay in front of Dr. Tiana. I don't know. I'm going to go with that. And then you've got like Badgie is the nemesis of Rutherford. I don't know if they're working with a parallel there or not. I'm looking for stuff for this episode to be worth more than what I think it is. So if Peanut Hamper's back on the board, great. Peanut Hamper's back on the board, I guess. But is that worth an episode of Lower Decks, which I love so much? I don't think the payoff is worth the cost, if that makes sense. So, my friends, do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and you'll be made aware next time we go live with Star Trek Lower Decks or the original series or The Expanse. All we can hope of, unless you're a huge fan of Peanut Hamper, and if you are, I apologize for not liking her, but normally we have a lot more to talk about. But with this one, it's almost like you don't want to speak, Beetlejuice's name with Peanut Hamper. I'm just done. Hopefully she never appears again, and I will be the happier for it, my friends. But all that is then and this is now. Now it's time to say goodbye from the lower deck. So where should we say goodbye from? I know. Let's say goodbye from the start of the next episode so we can forget this fucker ever took place. All right, my friends. Until next time we see one another, Vulcan roll. Have a good one.